planet trapped in an iron prison in the blinding glow of the sun, closer than any other planet, lies a world most people barely think about. A small gray sphere, scarred, silent, forgotten. This is Mercury, the smallest planet in the solar system and the closest to the sun. For centuries, Mercury was dismissed as a boring dead rock, but modern exploration has revealed something far more dramatic. Mercury is a planet under stress, slowly shrinking, cracking, and folding in on itself, trapped inside what scientists describe as an iron prison. And its surface hides some of the most extreme environments anywhere in the solar system. A world hugging the sun, Mercury orbits the sun at a distance of only 58 million kilometers. That's less than half the distance between Earth and the sun. From Mercury's surface, the sun appears more than 3 times larger than it does from Earth, flooding the landscape with intense radiation. Yet despite this proximity, Mercury is not simply a scorched wasteland. Instead, it is a world of extreme contradictions. Temperatures can reach 430 degrees Celsius during the day, hot enough to melt lead, but at night, they plunge to minus 180 degrees Celsius, colder than Antarctica. No atmosphere exists to trap heat, so the planet swings violently between inferno and deep freeze. A sunrise that moves backward, Mercury's motion through space creates one of the strangest sights in the solar system. Because of its unusual orbital rhythm, something bizarre happens at sunrise. Mercury rotates 3 times every 2 orbits around the sun, a phenomenon called a 3-2-2 spin-orbit resonance. This means that in certain locations on the surface, the sun rises, stops, moves backward, and then rises again. Imagine standing on a rocky plain and watching the sun reverse its path in the sky. No other planet in the solar system behaves this way. The planet that is shrinking, Mercury's story begins billions of years ago when the young planet was molten. As it cooled, its enormous iron core began to contract. Today, Mercury's core still makes up about 85% of the planet's radius, the largest proportion of any planet in the solar system. As this massive metal heart slowly cools, the entire planet is shrinking. The crust wrinkles and folds like a drying apple. Gigantic cliffs called labate scarps stretch for hundreds of kilometers across the surface, evidence that the planet has shrunk by several kilometers in diameter. In other words, Mercury is literally crushing itself from the inside. A surface marked by violence, Mercury's landscape looks somewhat like the moon, but more extreme. The surface is covered in ancient craters, created by billions of years of asteroid impacts. One of the most famous features is the enormous Calorus Basin, one of the largest impact structures in the solar system. The asteroid that created it released energy millions of times greater than the largest nuclear weapons ever built. The shock waves from this impact were so powerful they traveled through the entire planet and shattered the opposite side of Mercury's crust. The terrain there is known as weird terrain, a chaotic landscape of twisted hills and fractures. Ice hidden in eternal darkness. Perhaps the most surprising discovery about Mercury came from spacecraft observations. Despite being the closest planet to the sun, Mercury contains billions of tons of water ice. This seems impossible until you consider the planet's poles. Mercury has almost no tilt, which means some deep polar craters never see sunlight. These regions exist in permanent darkness, where temperatures remain far below freezing. Radar observations from the spacecraft Messenger confirmed that these shadowed craters contain vast deposits of frozen water. Some of this ice may have been delivered by comets and asteroids over billions of years. The iron prison, Mercury's defining feature is its enormous metallic core. Unlike Earth, where the core is hidden deep beneath layers of mantle and crust, Mercury's iron heart dominates the entire planet. This core still generates a weak magnetic field, something scientists did not expect for such a small world. But the core is also responsible for the planet's slow collapse. As it cools, it contracts, forcing the crust to crack, wrinkle, and compress. Mercury is essentially trapped inside a slowly tightening shell of rock around a massive iron center, a cosmic iron prison. A world of extremes. Mercury may look small and lifeless, but it is one of the most extreme planets we know, a place where the sun rises twice in one day. Temperatures swing hundreds of degrees. A giant metal core dominates the planet. The surface is slowly collapsing inward. Ice survives in permanent darkness. Mercury is not boring. It is a planet caught between fire and ice, gravity and metal, sunlight and eternal shadow. Why Mercury matters. Studying Mercury helps scientists understand how planets form near stars. Because Mercury formed so close to the sun, it preserves clues about the earliest days of the solar system. New missions like Bepi Colombo are now traveling toward Mercury to unlock even more secrets. And what they may reveal could change our understanding of rocky planets across the galaxy. Because if even the smallest world near our sun can hold such mysteries, imagine what lies waiting among the billions of planets beyond our solar system.